Hello students, welcome back to Siddhapur Mathematics Academy. So already we are in the chapter sets and we saw so many classes. So please watch the video till end, give the comments and don't forget to subscribe, share these videos with links with your classmates. So here in the last class I gave some questions as an assignment. So in that question, now I am solving that one. Seventh one, I gave 3 questions. In the seventh main question, I gave 3 questions as a homework. See, the set A is given as a natural number, set B is given as a even natural number, and set C is given as a odd natural number. I wrote here, that is A is natural number, B is even natural number, C is odd natural number. Now we have to solve one by one. A intersection C. We have to write only the common elements in A and C. Of course, see that in common elements in A and C are only odd numbers. One is present in both. Common means only it must be present in both the sets. And 3, 5 like that. That means we have only the odd numbers common. That means it is nothing but set C. Next, that is second one. What is the fourth one? Second, fourth, and next one is sixth. See the fourth one, B intersection C. B is the set of even natural number and C is the set of odd natural number. So even and odd, sama sankhyaಗಳು, besa sankhyaಗಳು. There is no common term. So it is a null set. And sixth one. What is the sixth one? The set C, D is also given. D is what? Prime numbers. X is such that X is a prime number. Yes. How you write the set D? Set D is 2. 2 is even, only even prime number. 3, 5, 7. Not 9 because 9 is divisible by 3, 11 like that. Now we have to write the intersection of C and D. Yes, of course C and D means the common. 1 is there but it is not there. Don't write. 2. It is not present in both. 3. Then 5. What is the next number here? It is next number 7 and 9. But 7 you can write, not a 9. 9 is present here, 9 is not here. So like this we have to write only the common terms. So this is a homework question from 7th main question. Moving to the next one. Eighth question. In the eighth one also I gave one question as a homework. In what is the eighth question? Which of the following pair of sets are disjoint? Which of the following pair of sets are disjoint? Yes, remember disjoint means there is no common element. So what is that question? In the second I gave as a one set is A, E, I, O, U and another set is given as C, D, E, F. I am calling first set as a set A. A, E, I, O, U and set B I am taking as a C, D, E, F. First we have to write the intersection of these two sets. That means any common element. Here A we don't have A. Here E. It is E. And the remaining terms are not common. E is common. If E is common means one element is common. But our definition tells there is no common element. If any one common element is there, they are not disjoint. Are not disjoint sets. I know that our students are intelligent already, they solved. Next, ninth one. In the ninth, 4 sets are given for you and we have to write the difference. So for your reference, I will write the sets once again. Set A is given as 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. Set B 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Set C is given as 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Set D is given as 5, 10, 15, 20. Yes. Now write down the homework questions. That is 7th one. B minus C. Minus means which set is given first. You have to start with that. Start with B. Compare all the elements of only set B. First 4. Is it present in C? Don't write. 8, yes, it is also present. 12, that is also present. 16 is also present. Only thing 20 is not present. Then next question, 8th one. B minus D. 4, it is present here but not D. 8, yes. Then 12. 16 is also not present but 20 is present. Don't write it. Next, 9th one. C minus B. Start with C. 2 present in C, not in B. Next, 4 is present, 6 is not present, 8 is present, 10 is not present, 12 is present, 14 is not present, 16 is present. Next, question number 10. D minus B. Start with D, compare with B. 5 not there, 10 there, 15 not there, 20 not there. D and B. 5 not there, 10 is also not there, 15 and 20 is there. Next, question number 11. C minus D. Compare with C and D. C. 2 is not there, 4 is not there, 6 is not there, 8 is not there, 10 is present, 12 is not there, 14 is not there, 16 is not there. Next question, 12th one. D minus C. Start with D. 5 is not there, 10 is present, 15 is not there, 20 is not there. So these are the homework questions. Moving to the next one. In the 10th question. Tenth main question. X, the set X is given A, B, C, D. Set Y is given F, B, D, G and in that they are asking y minus x as the homework. Start with y. F it is not there in x. D it is there. D is there. Then G. So this is a homework question. 11th, in the 11th there is no homework question. 12th one. You have to say whether the given statement is true or false. In that the assignment question is A, E, I, O, U and A, B, C, D are disjoint sets. So first I am taking the intersection of these two. I am calling the first set as a set A. A, E, I, O, U and set B I am taking as a B, C, D. If you take the intersection of these two, A intersection B, common elements, A present in both, then no need to check for if any one is present means they are not disjoint. So the given statement is false. What is the given statement? The statement will be they are not disjoint sets. Not disjoint sets. In 12th one only, 4th question again, that is also homework. 2, 6, 10 one set and 3, 7, 11 are another set. Are disjoint sets. We have to say whether it is a true or false. Let us take the first set as a A. 2, 6, 10. B as 3, 7, 11. What is its intersection? A intersection B. There is no common element in both. There is a null set. So null set means the given statement is true. The given statement is true. So these are the exercise questions from 1.4. Now I am moving to the next part, the next important concept, that is the complement of a set. First I will explain the concept, then I will give you the definition. Complement of a set. So first I will give you the example. Here just write down one universal set. That means it is the biggest set in the given example. That is the universal set. Set A is given. Set B is given. And they are asking like this, find A dash. Dash is nothing but a complement. And B dash. See in the difference what you are doing. Suppose it is A minus B, you start with A and write down comparing with B. Those elements present in only A, not in B, we are writing. But in complement, it is similar to that minus difference only, little bit the way is different. See, complement means compare this with always universal set. Remember, complement means you have to compare. It is also like a difference only, but you have to write compare with universal set. In set A, 1 and 3 are present. See, compare this with universal set which are present in A, leave that. And which are not present, write down. That is 2, 4, 5, 6. And B complement, here also you have to compare with universal set. But in difference, whatever is the given set, in that two sets we are comparing. It is not necessary it should compare with the universal set. But in complement, you have to compare with universal set. Compare B and universal set. 4, 5, 6 are present in B, but comparing with universal set, 1, 2, 3 are not present. So this is a complement. Understood? In the complement, always in the sets, you have to compare that with the universal set, which are present in that set and which are not present in that set but present in universal set. Understood? Difference is you are comparing one with the given set, so whatever is given, but in complement you have to compare with the universal set, and this is a symbol for complement. So write down the definition. I know that you are making a notes, so I will explain very slowly. Write down along with me. Let definition. Let U universal be the universal set and A a subset of universal set. Then the complement of A is the set of all elements of U. U is universal set of U which are not the elements of A. Understood? Symbolically, we write A dash to denote the complement, underline this, the complement of A with respect to universal set U. With respect to U. Thus, complement set is like this: X such that X belongs to the universal set and X does not belongs to A. Obviously, A complement is, it is a difference between a universal set and the set A. Remember, this is very important. This is the difference between the universal set and the given set A. So it is like a difference only, but the main difference is we have to compare with the universal set. Mark that. We have to compare with the universal set. Write down the example. See, once again I am reading the definition. I am not reading, I am explaining. Let U be the universal set and A be the subset of universal set U. Then the complement of A is the set of all elements of U which are not the elements of A. Understood? When you are comparing the set with the universal set, they are present in universal set but not in A. Symbolically, we write like this. This is very important to denote the complement of A. And with respect to what? With respect to universal set. Write down the example. If you solve the example, then you are thorough. It is a difference only, but it is not the difference between any two sets. It is a difference between the given set and the universal set. Write down the example. Let U is equal to universal set. U is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And A is equal to 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Find A complement. See, just compare A with the universal set, which elements are present in A, but which elements are present in A, which are not in A but in U. See, 1 is there in A, don't write. 2, it is not there. 3 is there. 4, it is not there. 5 is present in A. 6 is not there. 7 is present. 8 is not there. 9 is present. 10. Understood? Like this we have to write. Next. Let U be the universal set. Universal set of all the students of class 11, that means first PUC, as you are in first PUC, of a co-educational school. That means both boys and girls are studying, and A be the set of all girls in class 11th. Find A complement. Of course, the students, without completing my question only, they will tell the answer. If A represents the set of girls, means if complement is what? Set of boys. So which are present in A, which are not present in A but present in school. What is the A complement then? A complement is boys. That boys, they are not present in set A but they are present in the universal set. That is, universal set is nothing but school. Here the universal set is a set of students in the school. Since A is the set of all girls, A complement is clearly the set of all boys in the school. Co-educational school. Understood? So like this we are writing. Moving to the next example. So next important note I am giving. Please, if you have any another color pen or pencil, mark it from that one, because it is very important for your competitive as well as theory. Very important note here. If A is a subset of the universal set U, then its complement A dash is also a subset of U, universal set. Understood? If A is a subset of universal set, means its complement is also a subset. Both are the subsets of the universal set. This is very important. Next example. Here U is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And A is given as 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. See here, what is its complement? Its complement is 2, 4, those which are present in U but not in A. Now compare A. All the elements of set A are present in U. All the elements of set A dash complement also present in U. Here A and its complement are correct or what? Subsets of universal set. First one. In that only important thing. A is given its complement. See what is the complement of a complement set? Now you have to compare this complement with universal set. So those who are present in A dash, don't write that. Which are not present but present in U, write down. Then it gives you one important property. This is nothing but A. That means what is that important property? Complement of a complement set is A itself. If you take a 2 times its complement, again you will get a set A only. That is very important. Now I will give one more example. Let U is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And set A is 2, 3. And B is 3, 4, 5. Find A complement, B complement, A complement intersection B complement, and hence show that A union B whole complement is A complement intersection B complement. So this is the important property that I will give after this example. First write down A complement. For that you have to compare A with universal set. Those elements which are present in A, don't write that. Other than 2 elements, write down the remaining 1, 4, 5, 6. And B complement, those who are present in B, don't write that. 3, 4, 5 are present, the remaining are 1, 2, 6. Now take an intersection of these two. Common element. The common element is 1 and 6. Let us call this as equation 1. After that, moving to A union B. Union of the set A and set B. 2, 3 is repeated once. 4, 5. Now take a complement of this, means compare this set with universal set. When you compare this 2, 3, 4, 5, they are present in this one. So don't write that. Other than that are 1 and 6. From 1 and 2, A union B complement is A complement intersection B complement. Understood? So before moving to exercise 1.5, now I am giving you some important properties of complement of sets. Some properties of complement sets. complement laws. First one. See, if you take the union of any sets with its universal gives you, any sets with its complement gives you universal set. Union of any set and its complement gives universal set. Second one, intersection of any set with its complements gives null set. Second, but very important, De Morgan's law. A union B whole complement is A complement intersection B complement. Second one, A intersection B whole complement is A complement intersection B complement. You already were familiar. Complement of a complement is nothing but the same set, original set. Complement of a null set is universal set and complement of universal set is null set. So these are very important properties related with complement of a set. Please remember this. So in the next class I will start with the exercise 1.5 from NCERT.